What's up, everyone? Dreaxzyl here with the Game Lounge, joined by Letta.
Yo, what up?
And we are picking up with Day 2 for Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Episode 5, Arise from the Ashes.
I can't wait to see where this shit goes. That last bit of the trial was a, nail biter.
It was. You got the face thing working great. Thank you, Fab. We, as soon as Glutton does come back, you should see him pop up above Letta. But here's the thing that I'm worried about. So, last time, because I just kept saying F it and just going with whatever Glutton said, which, I have regrets.
To be fair, there was some thought put behind it.
There was. But it cost me. You see, in the original Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, you didn't have a health bar. That came about in Ace Attorney 2. You had, in the original Ace Attorney, 5 exclamation points. 5 chances to get penalties before, we're just throwing you out the courtroom for screwing around in a place of serious debate.
They say that, but all the shit that's been going on.
Yeah, I know. But here's the thing. In the original game, you got those back when you came back into trial.
Wait, we don't get those back?
I don't know.
So I'm about to say, because I thought we were ending the day for court today, so we should start with a clean slate next time we come back.
If they stick with how this game was in its original version, yes. But since they bundled all 3 of the games together, much like with .hack GU's re-release, where all the games were on one disc and therefore all the systems introduced in the second and third disc that were advancements that may not have shown up in the first game are just all there. Yeah, no, we might not have that privilege today. Like, I might have to go through the rest of this trial flawlessly. That is a legitimate possibility. I'm not going to know till we get back in trial later tonight, and it scares me.
Oh. Well.
Don't know if you've ever had Popeyes. Honestly, it's good. Chronic had me try this place called Jollibee's. It's fantastic. It's just not worth the drive from where I live.
Yeah, he told me about it. He said it was so good that it'd make me want to eat chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway.
Yeah, I'm scared.
So yeah, let's, fingers crossed. We'll find out when we get to trial. In the meantime, let's get ready for trial.
Yep.
So, picking up where we left off, February 23rd, 11:56 a.m., District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Mr. Wright? Yeah, what? Are trials always like this with you? What's that mean? Like you're sweeping up from the bottom of a lake about to reach the surface. You have no idea, kid. You have handled worse. I have. If you think I want to, Fab, you are crazy! But no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there. No, you... Woo! You have no idea how good the hammer hitting that nail on the head there.
Damn.
By worse, I mean more stressful situations than doing Ace Attorney flawlessly. Okay, you need to understand, Fab, it's not just doing Ace Attorney flawlessly that's an issue here. It is also that this case was very special. This did not exist in the original iteration of the game. This was introduced during the, what the West first got for Phoenix Wright on the DS, but the game originally showed up on the GBA. When they re-released the original game on the DS, because they were in the background planning for Apollo Justice, they decided to add this 5th case that I'm playing right now basically to test the waters for some ideas they wanted to do with the DS related to forensics investigations. And, shit is sensitive. You could be like a pixel or two off back on the DS when I first played this. You could have been right about something, but like just being a couple pixels off, penalty. Which if I'm, and I pray I'm wrong about that stuff, but if I'm right about that concern, I can't afford penalties, especially for stupid reasons like that right now. But before my Chronic gets on my case later, everyone, if you enjoy the content we provide you tonight and look forward to more games we'll be bringing down the pipeline, the names of our socials and streaming channels are cycling beneath the game's main display. You know the usual internet stuff. Now let's get back into it. Except today we're swimming in quicksand. Damn! So, what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers. Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. So this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth. Yeah, I'm the one who's starting to feel kind of insignificant to shoot their kid. Hola, partner. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least. Thought I'd come take a look, see how things at the trial are going. Looks like I'm late. They've got a home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. That hard to slip out, huh? What's going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen these last few days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate to play without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Officer Marshall, the whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. You don't say. Now don't that just beat all? I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many times. I saw it that day too. She was wearing a red muffler. What? At the awards ceremony that afternoon, Edgeworth seen it too, I reckon. In the photograph at the crime scene, yeah, that helped us a lot last week. So Miss Starr wasn't mistaken. Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh, I mean, shit, I almost never say no to that offer. Until Glutton gets back, I'm going to just put the chat up there since Fab's been speaking with us. I may take it back down when Glutton gets back, but we'll see how his bubble covers things up. Hold up, we're back in here. I'd like to resume. Just looking over at the prosecution. Something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. Well, if I didn't think better, I'd say you were victor in the last case. Nothing? Really, Letta? Letta?
Sorry, damn it! I'm talking this whole time. I had my. God damn it. I had nothing. Fuck. Damn it. I said he's tweaking out.
That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. Gee, Grandma, what a frilled scarf you have.
Yeah, no, he is. He is tweaking like
What's
crazy.
more, your eyes are unfocused, you're doubled over, your back is... It can't be. This can't happen. Wait, wonder what happened. We've only been out of court for like, what, 5 minutes?
15.
Well, then I believe it's time we continued on with this trial. Doug already says I had a request that the prosecution conduct investigate. This is unacceptable! It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself. Excuse me, knock knock. Who's there?
No, not him!
What's with this guy? Strange stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in.
Fucking hell. I know nothing about him besides the memes, but I know he's bad business.
Huh. Oh, you! Oh! Sorry I'm late. Gee, the roads were packed. It's just me. Long time no see, huh, Gee? How you been? Swim much these days? No, I've been so busy. Busy, RJ, my boy. You need to take time to relax. Yes, indeed. Edgy seems to be his nickname for the judge. Yeah, I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but who are you? Oh, so you're Rhino. The attorney, I've heard good things about your son. Thanks.
Wow.
So sorry about our little Worthy giving you all the trouble, eh? You know, he should go swimming together sometime. Jolly. Little Worthy? Mr. Wright! You don't know the district chief of police? Chief of police?
Hmm.
Yeah, no, Fab. There have been memes about this guy since 2008 at least, possibly 2007. 2006 at the earliest. I do not remember exactly when this game hit the DS.
Yeah,
actually, yes. Many of them do involve a Speedo. Actually.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district.
God, that face.
Name's Gant. Darren Gant. Pleased to meet everyone.
What's the pun with his name?
Swap that A for something else. What are we on today? It's been over 2 years since you last came in this courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's Worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Wait, that's my sister's muffler. So Miss Star wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Star really was wearing that muffler. But to think that it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe. On little Worthy's car, no less. It's really quite embarrassing, even for us. What is this? It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this.
Johnny.
Chief? What kind of outfit are you running? Miss Edgeworth, clearly it's orange. How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? Now, wait a minute, Worthy. I have no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Well, didn't you hear me?
Uh-oh.
Have a look at this document, where it says, person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature, is there? Miles Edgeworth? That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had... Your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. I'm not gonna lie, that actually is kind of a funny cutoff.
Yeah.
But you're the person in charge. I expect a written apology.
Damn.
What? Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words.
Yo, this guy is on some shit.
Mm-hmm. This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. The court accepts this new evidence. But I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Yes? Just to be sure. I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife. The blade, Your Honor? I don't see why not. This has been a mess, but could you open this up for me? I'm not up to date with newfangled technologies.
It's a knife.
I'm not up to date with newfangled technologies, boy.
Oh damn. Oh damn. Oh, we are fucked.
Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push that switch and... If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I would be able to pound my gavel. That's what they're calling it these days. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it at people anymore either.
Oh my god.
God, why don't they just automatically make it go left and save me this... There's a small tag on the knife. It seems to say SL92. What does that mean? Well, I've heard something similar. DL6 of DL6 instant. What? I'm not certain. I think I've seen this number before. Letters like this, or letters that look like it somehow. Ooh, someone had a nice grip on this thing.
Damn.
Oh, but you are not letting me have fun with that.
I would... Wait, how does that even... Huh? How does that even work? What do you... Oh.
Yeah, what the hell happened at the end of this... Okay, that dark red blood is way too old to be recent.
Mm-hmm.
Found at the crime scene, wrapped in defendant's muffler, small tag attached. That's a shit knife. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself.
That's what I want, Frieza.
Tell me something. Could I ask you to testify for us? About the split between the prosecutors and the police, and this knife. Sure thing. Not a problem. Not even a little one, really. Don't tell me this chief of police took evidence and didn't remove the tag. This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department. See, what a mess. The time of the crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this case, so I can't talk much about it. There's a murder at the police department! A detective! That's hush-hush information, Reggie. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Wait a second, you said 5:15? That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Order! Order! Chicken fries! Anyway, we at the department were all flustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top-secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? I think we understand the police department situation. Will, Mr. Wright? Yeah, bullshit. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand.
Fine.
Alright.
Okay, we get our HP back.
Oh! Oh, thank you! Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, that is so beautiful! my full blue bar! I'll never take it for granted again, I swear! Should have texted the recording of this testimony to the press that I sent 2 minutes early. Alright, this knife is very special. I can't say where. Press is L button. Excuse me, special? Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else. Might that special thing be this little tag? Oh, sorry, Rhino, but I can't say that now. Not that. We've established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime? Well, that's quite a mystery. And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something. A muffler. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. This knife was found on the scene of our crime. I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you? See, there's a lot of things that go on at the department I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, Rhino. Maybe there's something about the knife that'll give us a clue. Let's examine the knife while we can.
That obvious fucking fingerprint.
I'm so used to the DS. I'm so glad that they have it. Welcome, Glutton. I'm so glad they have it like down there where, matter of fact, let me see if I can, nope, wrong finger. So like right there, they have the buttons written out for like how they work for this version of the game. Like, I would be hitting everything wrong if not for that. Like every time I have to check that just to be able to play this.
Alright, just for the honest, I'm sorry for arriving so late. I was getting food.
Yeah.
I was very unsatisfied for wings.
Yeah, I heard. I've been dealing with the chief of police. Letta's been laughing up a storm. Fab's been cracking jokes. And this man's not giving me any goddamn chicken.
Wait, you ain't the judge.
I'm the one who ordered the chicken fingers. Weren't you
These are
listening?
wings. These are wings. So, by all means, stay starving. I'm going to eat my wings. You get nothing.
Sir, if you take the feathers off of that thing, it looks like a finger. That is a chicken finger. Case in point, look at this. Whoops, wrong direction. Look at this man's finger. Tell me that don't look like a chicken wing.
No, that looks like
respect, sir.
that looks like a chicken finger, sir.
These are boneless sauce wings. If anything, they look like benign chicken tumors.
Fine, then give me a chicken tumor.
No.
Hey.
Wait a second. Ah, at last, an honest to goodness objection. This knife, this does have something to do with Detective Goodman. What you talking about, Phoenix? And honest to goodness, what do you mean, Furmudgy? This is great.
Jesus Christ.
Well, look at the tag of this knife. It reads SL92. And this important. What? Over here, we also have a memo that was written on the body of the victim. What is? That is a piece of paper, Your Honor. 6 minus 7s, 12 over 2. God damn it, I hate algebra! Your Honor, it's upside down.
Fuck, that was so real.
Upside. The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn around and what do you get? Aha! Whoever wrote this was holding the paper upside down. SL9. Well, not the same thing as written on this here's knife tag. Do you think they were having a sale? Took 2 for 1 at the same rate? Order! Order! I'm still waiting on them front, Chief. Oh, I've just been swimming. You shouldn't be eating for 30 minutes before or after there, Edgy. But I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Rhino. I win? What the fuck kind of game are we playing? The knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. So this knife was stolen. Yes, but on the day of the murder. It was evidence, you say. Was it in fact a murder weapon? Nice, nice, nice. Good show, Little Worthy. It was a murder weapon as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder. And it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car. Hard to think there isn't a connection there. Yeah, no kidding. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. Something happened at the police department too, huh? You got a look in your eyes there, right over, boy. Sharp, hungry, like the judge. So something did happen, and why wasn't I informed? Why weren't you informed? But why didn't you ask? Oh, right, you were too busy looking at that trophy. Congratulations.
Damn. He is an asshole.
No matter, I understand. You were busy, what with Lana's case and all. Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day?
It happened.
A detective was killed at the police department. See? What a mess. on the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot. Another detective was killed at the police department. That's a fact! Surprising, isn't it, Edgy?
Yeah, no the fuck.
I'm at a loss of words. I'm put this menu away for a bit. This is actually serious. And the perpetrator. Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact.
Break off his gumshoe.
Your improv is great, Drex. Thank you, Fab. The only sharp thing about the judge is his fucking knife.
Yeah.
Everything else is blood is a bullet ball. I mean, have you seen the man's head?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there was a suspect. Oh, yeah, we just had that. But just arrested. That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Rido. I mean, yeah, I suppose I could if you help me by giving me data on your case. Oh, good one. The kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I tell you one thing and one thing only.
Okay.
What would be most useful here? Where the victim was found. He was at the police department. How the victim was killed. When the victim died. We can assume that... May or may not be important, but...
The win is always important.
And it's the one thing we don't have any clues towards already.
Yeah.
So let's go with that one. So, when did the murder at the police department occur? Now that's a sharp question, right? Oh, very sharp. Well, my boy, you're gonna love this.
8:15. 5:15.
The time of the crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh?
Jesus. The same time as the other case. When Goodman died.
5:15. But that's when Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. What? Judge, what do you mean, what? This is literally day one of the case. We have literally presented this base fact at least 3 times. What do you mean, what? Judge, come on, man. I know you're old. I know there's some dust collecting between the ears and them gray hairs. But, bro, I know a judge is an elected position. How the fuck do you keep getting this seat? Someone explain this to me! Funny, isn't it? A murder at the prosecutor's place and a murder at our own place at the very same time. What are the chances?
Shut up. Shut up in my court.
Yeah, there's like next to no chance this happened. Chief Gant, please tell us more about the incident. It's not officially linked to this case, so I can't talk much about it. How the hell can you say there's no connection? How? Because I'm the chief of police! I can't just say anything I please, Rido, you understand? Try to understand, Rido. Well, if you can prove there's a connection, more power to you. Maybe there's something that ties the 2 murders together. The police department, that can't be.
Well,
He is suction cup to a seat. They can't remove him without breaking the chair. Fuck the chair!
yeah. Obviously, it should have a tie to the case.
What's with the switch on the side?
It's for the switchblade. The blade itself pops out of the handle because of that.
Not letting me have fun with that
No, those
anymore.
were good things.
Oh, and then now you're torturing us with it. Give it to her!
I mean, with all due respect, sir. Those wings mine.
Prosecutor! I need you to do something about him.
I mean, it's your courtroom, Judge. You can put him in contempt of court, but I won't get you his wings.
Found at the crime scene, wrapped in defendant's mouth for a small tag attached.
How do we connect the evidence?
Well, now we got this thing turned.
Right side up.
Yeah. What does that say? Found in the car trunk.
That would... Maybe?
Maybe. Fuck
We
it.
have...
Damn it!
Damn.
Okay. Let's try this one more again.
Have you pressed them on everything?
I believe so. So this knife was stolen, yes, but on the day of the murder.
Stone the day of the murder. The blood on it looks dried.
Yeah, it's a case long since solved. And it was found in the exhaust pipe of...
Hmm.
Can you press them why they couldn't do the investigation on the day?
Evidence from...
Because somebody was killed at the same time.
Oh,
While
yeah.
they were supposed to be investigating Goodman's murder, but they were already dealing with a murder inside their own department.
Where was the murder again?
This one took place at the prosecutor's office. The second murder took place at the same time in the police department. I guess press them on everything. See what we can find.
Yeah, let's press them again just to make sure we got all the evidence.
Yeah. Something happened with this car too. You did this more than once. Okay.
Cool.
That changes things.
All right, where was he found?
Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department.
There it is.
Didn't he mention that his testimony just now? Well, thank you, Chief of Police. Happy. We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gant to testify about the details.
Now we press him on this, because now there is the link. The knife!
What?!
I think you just have to press it again.
Did you bring him the right knife?
It's this one.
Maybe. Go back. Keep going.
Right, that.
Yeah, that
The
one.
knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from them.
Yeah, now.
Found on the crime scene. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my god. What kind of stupid way do they want me to prove this point?
And maybe instead of bringing up the evidence, bring up the. Just press him again, since it's a new comment.
Maybe.
So this knife was stolen.
I guess when. How?
It was in the it's what we in the Force call a stabbing with a knife. That's exactly how. That's the spirit. We're cooking now. But you know, that's not the only thing that's exactly the same.
Right. Okay. He died at the police department. He was stabbed with a knife at exactly the same time, and that's all we got out of it.
But he did give us a hint that there's other similarities between each case.
Those were the similarities. He died at the exact same time. He died via stabbing.
I mean, would another coincidence be someone also making a phone call?
If there was a phone call to make, maybe. But nothing to suggest as such of them.
Is it Edgeworth? Parking ticket?
That links it to the knife, which links the knife to the crime scene, which ties the two cases together. But nothing concrete.
Oh wait, the only other similarities they have is the time. Press them on the 5:15 thing.
I guess on the evidence thing, where you mentioned the evidence.
No, I meant like just press them on the statement of 5:15. That's the only other coincidence they both have. So wouldn't that link them both even more so?
Well, they already mentioned that, which is why it was brought up.
Yeah, like, I don't understand how they want me to prove there's a connection.
So let me think about this.
I kind of want to press the time thing just to make sure.
Dude, I only have 2 more strikes. I'm not going through this hell again. Like, we need to be absolutely sure.
Because, okay, so my respect to this case is this guy is giving us like a long reach round, and it's honest. The 2 murder cases are probably just Goodman at the same time. Because
wait, how the fuck would that work?
Because
oh,
that's what I'm saying.
Wait.
Press them on the 5:15 thing.
Wait, hold on. Where are the 2 buildings located at?
At least half an hour away from each other, if I remember right.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So there'd be no way for him to die at the police station, and then be driven over to.
Well, we still don't know. We don't know for a fact that the person murdered at the other place was Goodman. So we can't.
Well, not that. But then think about it this way: how would the knife from the evidence locker at 5:15 also transfer immediately half an hour away to the parking lot?
Okay, so he says that there. Did we press him on that bit?
Which one?
The last thing he said. It's not officially linked.
I think when we do, it gives us the runaround of. Excuse me. Of running down the evidence.
The reason I think the time one's more important is because how did this one knife transfer from the evidence room all the way to the parking lot at the exact same time?
Well, I don't think we can.
Person has. Okay, this looks new. Are we going further?
I do believe this is new. What's your connection?
Wait, what did you just do?
I just pressed them!
Yeah.
This is bullshit!
Yeah.
On the last statement?
Yeah!
Yeah. Because we got all the information we needed.
The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found out in the lot was stolen. The police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had on him the case number on the knife's evidence tag. And we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in the very same evidence room.
I hate when he just fucking stares.
You two make a good pair. It took my men 2 days to figure out what you deduced right here. Chief, I request you release your information on the victim at the police department. See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet and all. Can we get the information Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all.
Yeah.
What? Really? I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim of the department, okay? If you're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Oh, well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly.
Well, if it was a detective,
The ID number.
What's the ID number? Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that. Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all. We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is...
It's Goodman.
5842189.
oh well, look at that.
Score! Oh, that's quite I forgot the first 3 digits. And I have to remember these. It drives me nuts. 8, 2, carry the 2.
Oh god, he really is dull, isn't he?
I can't do this. You didn't even get the first number right. Well, Mr. Wright, did I tell you anything?
Yep.
Oh, this tells me everything! Well, let's see what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department. Tell you something. What does it tell you?
Take that.
To the moon! Witness! What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. Mr. Wright, you my granddaughter?
What? No. What? No.
I just got confused. Boy, to the corner, now. You don't be needing to get confused like that.
Sir, you confused every time we make progress in the case. You just got confused about the numbers.
They said numbers mean.
And this is news. Just come out with both your guns blazing like you always do. The police department,
Ow.
prosecutor's office, 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time.
He had a twin.
Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here. Oh, is it yours? No, Your Honor, I'm a defense attorney, remember?
God, why?
This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Rhino. Personal IDs are top secret. Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189. And this means, what exactly?
God, I hate this man.
Wait! The ID number! We heard from Chief earlier. That started with 8, 2, carried a 3,
No,
That's why he doesn't get chicken nuggets.
God, I hate algebra.
You're not doing algebra. Damn it! You just bring it up. You just. I can't.
You didn't even get the first number right again!
That's all those. It's all those lunches you ate. You got the
The
items.
number the chief of police gave us was 5842189. But wait a second, Wright. What does this mean? That's what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? Oh, sharpest attack, Rhino, sharpest attack. Wait, Detective Goodman's our victim!
Unless he has a really similar twin brother.
President Edgeworth, can they steal our victim like that?
What? No. What?
I'll hold you in contempt of stealing my boy.
He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot. Yet a Detective Goodman was also killed in the police department in the evidence room at the exact same time. That's impossible. So what we're saying is, the same person was killed at the same time in a completely different location?
Localized completely in that police precinct. Can I see?
No, what I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret. Fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of this case. Now, wait just a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered. Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case. Wait! I said wait. Or didn't you hear me? The oversight, the grave error, Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours. Hey, what? How dare? We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our officer Meekins who brought you the news.
Ooh.
Are they throwing him underneath the bus?
Yo, no, we saw that, and he shooed that guy away with the notice and everything.
Yeah, he literally told him, if it's not a part of the case, I don't want to hear it.
Officer Meekins. Oh, no.
And even threatened him about his fucking,
His pay rate, yeah. Damn.
That's fucked up.
Karma's a bitch.
Damn, son. Poor fucking Meekins.
Oh, no. According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe. But your officer, he told me. He said the report had nothing to do with the Lana Skye incident. Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Miss Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on top of the report. Ah! Well, why didn't your officer tell me? Well, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem challenged.
That's fucked up.
In any case, this is a serious error, a gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy. But sir! You could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then I...
Come now. Look at that face. That condescending fucking smile.
No such luck this time, Worthy, or should I say unworthy? Why, you...
Damn.
Now, what was the second rule of evidence law,
Whoop.
Well, Mr. Wright? Huh? Oh, well, it's a... Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this rule relevant? Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list.
But we get evidence all the time that isn't on the fucking list.
So what does this mean? Yeah, but normally it's proven in the middle of things to be connected to the trial.
The fucking... What? The pictures weren't?
I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court.
Oh, that's bullshit.
The connection was just proven by Wright over there. Good job, Wright, my boy. I was just doing my job? No.
Edgeworth.
No!
He got hit with the Vegeta.
He job.
a job super
It
fucking
seems
hard.
we've come to the end of this trial. I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy. Well, with all those rumors. You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December.
Ooh, kicking this man while he is down.
I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Miss Edgeworth, please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened. If it's the last thing I do, you'd better get the results this time. Really. You have my profound apologies, sir.
Damn.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth.
Damn.
I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court.
Everything you do in this courtroom.
I'll grant
everything.
one further day, as the prosecution has requested. Would that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is, I hope for your sake, I hope it's not decisive.
Damn.
Very well. The court is adjourned. And just in
About
time.
an hour in face skull.
And just before the lunch hour ends over at the buffet.
Sir, we've been here since morning. It's way past lunch. You've been eating lunches all day.
Yes, and bless that one. Can you become my assistant?
Oh my god.
Mr. Wright, so what's going on with the case anyway?
Talk about it.
I'm a little confused. Well, Bruce Goodman was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot. And he died at the police department's evidence room. What's this and the evidence room part? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car.
You know what?
Well, that's what I'm gonna find out, or at least I hope.
It's entirely possible that he died via fucking, that he died in that room, and they caught it on camera. And that's why they say it was dead, because they sure as hell didn't have the body.
Well, he did bleed out after the one stab wound. It's possibly got from the evidence room to the car.
Look, we're gonna find out.
Because
I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares?
See?
Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in their evidence room. No biggie. Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. Okay. That oil drum wasn't empty.
That fucking smug smirk.
The oil drum kicked over was brimming with water. Oh, luminol. Awesome.
Fuck is luminol?
Okay. You're going to love this. Blood is sticky stuff. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. But when the police have already done those tests, never trust anyone's eyes but your own. Just give it a try. I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet. I'll lend you these glasses. Okay.
Oh hey, it's I can see like Godot now.
To test for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it, like this. See? Press the A button to spray on it. Okay, let's find some blood sprays. Yeah, this was done with the touch screen.
That's cool. Oh.
It's just, this is my first time seeing real blood. But does something strike you as odd? Specifically, what's so odd about this?
The mouth.
Yeah, there should be considerably more if a dude bled to death here. That again, actually,
if anything, this could be the blood from Lana when she, not Lana, no, yeah, Lana when she said she cut her finger.
maybe, but at the same time, it's like, why is there blood here at all?
Well,
With that oil drum knocked over, there shouldn't be anything here at all.
Well, there isn't. She said, like she said,
Sir,
the blood
we just
blocked away, but we're spraying luminol in order to make it visible. So it's basically like the residue of blood.
Well, and back to my original point, there should definitely be a lot more blood if someone bled out.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that it's just the
All the blood on the victim's shoe. If they fought here, there'd have to have been more blood than this.
Yeah.
I'm going to mark up the floor plans when we find a blessing. Thank you.
Oh, are you gonna be looking for more?
Saved up my allowance to buy that. I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box. You only trust your own eyes. Not bad, you two. This day-old deli box is on the house. Kind of bleed in. Doesn't really get my mouth water. Yeah, no.
I mean, it is free.
Look, after what we just did to her in court, I don't trust this.
She did it herself. Let's get it right.
Bruh, no. She strikes me as the type of person who's going to be a vindictive bitch even if we did nothing wrong.
Oh, no, you're right. You're for sure right. So what I'm thinking...
Called a sedan or a coupe or something like that.
Not everybody's a car guy.
Yeah, no, like, I can drive the things, but if you ask me to start going in depth, like...
I ain't gonna lie, though. I do love how fancy his car looks in the anime.
I still need to watch the anime for this.
I do too. At least the first episode.
The thing is, we already... Oops.
That was cute.
Let's see. We already did this. I'm mad that they made it where everything is unchecked, so I have to recheck everything just in case.
I think it's because we're meant to spray the that spray. Because if the line of thinking I have is right, we could be picking up evidence of Lana having hurt herself with that knife. This girl is fucking something else. I swear.
What? Sometimes I have to do the same thing with my sprays and stuff at work.
I mean, yeah, but you have the job that requires it. This is just a high school student just carrying around some fucking blood spray. Or blood,
didn't she say she wanted to be a forensic scientist or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, it's cute that she's complaining about wasting her allowance money when she's using it in an actual field experience.
Oh, she wasn't complaining. She was actually excited about it.
Oh, then my bad. Correction on my part.
You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Star, but you do not know how to operate yourself on the witness stand.
Mm-hmm.
I know, it's okay, it was my fault. Oh, we know. I witnessed everything from that security room right there, but I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that, I'm sorry. You lied on the witness. Yeah, that is very much unforgivable.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, why is she arrested?
Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. The Chief Prosecutor Scott. I saw Chief Prosecutor Scott stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. I swear on my honor as a detective, she stabbed Goodman.
Your honor doesn't mean shit.
So you're a detective? Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me, they coughed it up. They confessed. They blabbed like babies. You know. I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Every day I dragged the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect, and before long they called me the cough-up queen. Oh, here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunch.
Nice.
Woo! You were let go or fired. I felt that I had found my dream job when Excuse me. It's all because of that case, the SL9 incident.
Well, shit. There it is.
What do you think about this? The SL9 incident is written on that knife. And on that note. Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know. That knife was evidence from that case, the murder weapon. It was due for transfer that very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over, not yet.
I hate how she's talking like she's smart about it.
Okay, but you're not going to tell me anymore? Well, fuck you. It's even busier today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around so fast they're blurring. I mean, it makes sense. The detective got killed here. Gee, I wonder who works here. I'm sorry, did this man leave a lasso trap by the elevator or door?
Mm-hmm. Also, this shit is not up to code. You have all this alcohol on top of this expensive equipment.
Actually, I think at least that one on the right is hot sauce and the one on the left is Tabasco.
That'll make it better.
As for everything else, I think he's got enough bottles to bribe anyone that could bitch about it being not up to code.
If the IT guy saw this, he'd kick his ass.
Well, that depends on how many bottles he got. What's with the decor at this place? It's very eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room. So beyond that door is a scene of our crime, and a fucking lasso trap set up to round us up if we even try. Like, what the...
You know, that guy can eat a dick.
It's just cacti. They're so prickly, it's imposing. It's hard to think straight. What I want to know is, if this is a guard station, where's the guard? I have a feeling I know who he is already. Now, you know what would be really funny? Is if you just put all the cactuses in front of the door as his security system. I would just put away the chat until I see on the other screen someone else comes in and talks.
I wonder if
well,
if that
looks like he's had so much memorabilia, he's been visited by Cowboy Curtis. So encased in a cold, rigid shell, with spines pointing in every direction, just like her. Not so sure I see the resemblance. And I was trying to investigate the hat thing here when I made that joke, but okay, fine. You just make my whole analogy depressing, jerks. The swinging door makes the place look like some kind of saloon. But look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way. Of course not. If you were meant in through here, the cactuses would fall over. I'd say it'd be more of a yarn myself, but go and leave that alone. There's a security guard uniform hanging there. Looks more like a costume than a uniform. Leather jacket, pants. A punchy, pinchy. I know, a poochie. Wait, maybe that wasn't it. It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep that to myself for the time being. Oh, we're not going to talk about all the bottles. Okay.
Mhm.
Just like this video feed from the evidence room here. There's a light blinking below the monster's recording. Bet we could use this computer to check who went in and out of where. Oh, same deal. I wonder what the sign says in Japan. Anyway, whoops.
It's probably still says Texas, let's be honest.
Thought it'd be open. Like, seriously? I'm not even going to dignify that by reading it out loud. Just no.
We just let it stay out there.
Yeah, no.
She's somehow worse and better than Maya at the same time.
I don't know how that's possible.
It's
You know something that kind of worries me? If that's a real cactus, wouldn't that have prickly thorns in it?
Yeah.
Mhm. Probably because he don't wear it.
Oh, I was gonna say maybe that's why he's such a prick.
Yeah. Spin the cards.
Okay, is that everything, or?
Looks like it.
Like, the place we need to check is clearly beyond that door.
Well, don't you have an ID card from the?
Yeah, but it won't let me move
Goodman?
into there. I've already looked. I've already tried that.
I guess we move on to the next play.
Yeah, I guess we have to. That is annoying. February 23rd, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. And looks deadly serious here. Yeah, I bet they do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a vicious murder of a detective down at the police department. Yeah, but the same detective was also killed at the same time at the prosecutor's lot. This shit don't make sense.
Mm-hmm. It's got to be some time manipulation type bullshit with cameras and whatnot. Unless he actually does have a twin.
I don't.
That's what
Anyone
I'm
wants more
saying.
mysteries to device right now, so let's be the chief of detectives. He's glued to the computer screen. Yeah, that's on him. Not gonna lie. I love Edgeworth to death, but like, you could have taken 2 seconds to read at least the front of that thing.
I love how you're able to keep all this evidence right in your bag.
What are you gonna do? Stop me?
Yes.
Too bad.
They
They're
would
bad.
like they should in real life. But no.
Too bad. They're bad at their job.
Had my testimony disregarded before. I was going to have it disregarded again. That just like the... Hello, I think we have something now.
Oh.
There we go! Now she's going to talk about the SL9 incident. That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. Were nothing to them disposable. To who? 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I'd ever handled. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. So they didn't solve it? No, on the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was, they never did find any decisive evidence. Not a shred. But the criminal was executed. What the... On the basis of evidence. Of a sort. Made up evidence. Wait. The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those. Myself and one other person you know well. Detective Jake Marshall. Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall.
Damn.
As professional detectives, we investigated the case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined, and then it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one in their fancy offices can stop us. Wait, those lunches you sell. There's only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate. So, Rookie, it seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Then you should take this. Salisbury steak lunch. I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. How much is he? Why do you want to know? Just wondering what happened to him long time ago. He helped my sister cases. He was nice. He got along so with my sister, made me jealous, and he was nice to me too back then. Oh, well, sucks for you now. Jake and I are merely cooperating with this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were, nothing more than that. Okay, now let's try going over there. Well, actually,
You can probably smell the food.
Place is charged with fancy. One steak lunch, please. Oh, it's you. There's no time for chit chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland. Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. I think you just heard the sound of his heart breaking.
Damn.
Now's no time for despair. We've caught our criminal. Now we just need evidence. You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal? Excuse me. It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy. But Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal, all I know is I need a steak lunch pronto. Standing around here talking isn't gonna fill my belly. If you want to know more, head down to the detention center. Questions should be over, so I figured he's down there having a good cry.
Damn.
Right off the... Okay.
Fucking love this song.
They call a person Detective Goodman. Okay. Are you fucking with me right now? Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator? I'd say I was the perpetrator against was the perpetrated against, sir. That's what I'd say.
Oh, this poor motherfucker.
Hi, greetings, sir. Officer Meekins, so you're a guard here at the detention center? No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman. Like a little lost lamb, sir.
Yeah, you definitely in over your head, boy.
No, sir, how should I say this? Please tell me you didn't kill... Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir!
Perpetrator?
Woo, boy!
This guy is a perpetrator.
Sir, I'm a patrolman with General Affairs, sir! Ow. I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins. I had some business that day, sir, so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty. So normally there's a guard at the evidence room? That's right, sir, but because evidence is kept at the evidence room, now the security officer, it was none other than Jake Marshall.
So Marshall abandoned his post, it seems.
Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir! A suspicious person. Wait, so what happened? After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out. And when I came to, I was here in the detention center, and they were grilling me, and they weren't giving me any grilled lunch, and I was crying, and I want to go home. There was no one to manage me, sir. So I did what I could do to wrap it up, sir. How'd you hurt your hand? Now, first let's talk about the victim. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room? Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir! If you have to label me as perpetrator or victim, sir... Oh, God, I just realized he slammed me his hand into the bandaged one. That has to hurt. Then label me victim! I would, but you haven't been in detention and alive and well at that. Ah, yes, well, that's true, so I suppose you could say that. Did you know Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side. So you didn't know. Sir, I work in a tiny department devoid of light or other creature comforts.
Oh my god, they really treat this guy like shit.
I don't know any detectives. Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir, none. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. Okay.
Damn, dude, just calm the fuck down.
Sorry, everything was like locking up. I need to stretch a bit.
Oh, no, not you.
Oh.
No, he needs to chill the fuck out.
About your hand, did that happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir, don't you think you should just confess? But sir, but there was nothing I could do! Nothing you could do? I'll tell you the truth, when it happened, when the detective boy that knifed me, I hollered, sir, and it was in the middle of a vicious downstroke, and the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. The next thing you knew, I was like, what was that about a downstroke? And then I opened my eyes, sir. I was alone in the evidence room, sir, all alone. Well, because the Detective Goodman had disappeared.
Wait, Detective Goodman attacked him with a knife?
Then when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hands, sir. Oh, the shock. Oh, the size, sir. Can you imagine how I felt?
Fuck?
Yeah, I'm just gonna...
So was it Detective Goodman who attacked him?
I'm gonna see you tomorrow, because, I kind of just don't want to deal with your shit.
Hmm.
Oh, jeez.
So what do you guys think? What do you guys think happened so far, then?
I'm. Hold on. Let me get my thoughts in order real quick. Okay. So as it stands, Goodman was in 2 places at once and killed in those places. Meekin says that Goodman was inside the...
I'm gonna just leave that one alone.
It takes a special kind of man to pass the buck.
Maybe he'll recognize the bloody shoe?
We can look at this. Hey! That's it, sir! That's it! That's what? My head was a blank until this very moment, but sir, now I remember everything, sir! Ow, my eye!
He's gonna give himself back problems in the future, bending backwards like that.
I know, right? Also, what's with the Navy salute? Actually, no. Navy has it where the hand's the other way, covering the palm that's filthy from working on the ship.
That's a, I think that's a scout salute. Because he's tucking in his,
No, that's very much not the scout salute, I will tell you right now.
Because he's tucking in his finger and he's like doing an OK symbol as he's saluting.
Yeah, no, that might be Cub Scout, but that is not Boy Scout salute, I can assure you that.
Well, he definitely might be a Cub Scout because, woof.
That card was the cause of it all. This ID card? Exactly, sir, that's exactly it! Nothing can be more exact, sir, nothing! Oh, God, this guy annoys the shit out of me.
Understandable, sir.
Don't you start!
What's wrong, sir?
I'm gonna hurt you. Okay, and next week, Fledeska invades Lamortia. Anyway, can you tell me what it is you do remember? Well, so you might say I'm a lost little patrolman, a lost little lamb, if you will.
Oh my God.
I hate this guy so much right now. I see why he's been put alone so often.
I didn't know Detective Goodman who was in the evidence room, and that's why you thought he looked suspicious. So I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card. Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far. That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you. So he asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing. He's only pointing a knife at me. What?
He did what?
Sir, I assure you I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and leapt at him.
What the fuck, what?
Do unto others before you do they do unto you. My own father's words, sir.
What in the fuck is this guy talking about?
What happened? Well, my eyes, sir. Everything went white. When I was woke, I was here. They didn't have hot chocolate. So, Officer Meekins, why was it that they arrested you? What do you mean, Emma? Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman, and the victim, who we met at the scene of the crime, didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died. That's answer that! That's what I wanted to say! That is, I did say something along those lines. But you still ended up here. They told me that it had to be him, sir. On that day, at that time, Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said, sir. But you don't remember the events, Chloe. No! But the videotape is quite clear.
Ta-da!
Wait, what?
The videotape? From the security camera.
Ta-da!
The crime, my crime, the crime I swore to stamp out. It's there, it's me, it's on tape!
The fuck?
I like how the photorealistic guard in the background is absolutely ignoring all of this.
Look, when you've seen but so much shit and you're just paid to stand there, like, just shut up, stand there and nod, lean against the corner, just wait out them 8 hours every day. I get that. I've been through that kind of shift. There's just some days you have to. Just deal with it. It all stops existing when you clock out and go home. It's a feeling I know all too well.
Fuck. Damn. He's speaking truth.
And you waited until now to tell us this? I'm sorry, really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it. No thanks, I have my own. Well, I guess we better check out the crime scene. Oh, Mr. Wright, look who's standing at the chief. Ah, you're sure this is all? You know what it means if there's anything missing? Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, even under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine. I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you do call me right away. Deal? Yeah, yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir. Righto, my boy. How you been? Swim much? Oh, Chief Gant, reporting for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? Is that what gonna be alright? Oh, Worthy? Oh, you know, they're doing a little inquiry committee with him. Sounds like an inquisition. Yep, well, they've had no end of trouble with the boy since last year. Doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right, Righto? Allegedly was undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court, you fixed it. So he was caught for forging evidence. I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say. Why, they do just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what the inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy. What? It's not right on, I tell you. The detective getting killed in their turf, too, I mean. They're being prosecuted. Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. What evidence is this? Now, Righto, I can't give away all our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive, and I can't talk about it. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets. Can't stand them. But you know, It's a full-time job keeping the chief of detectives trap shut. Oh, here's the one you were picking on, brother. Oh, you saw that? Whoops!
I see. Present evidence, maybe.
Sorry, I had to see it. What exactly did the chief want you to do? Well, see over there? That's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. Nothing was there of his except this. What? He kept something. Sure, why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete. Lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something? The date on it is February 21st. Better make a note of that just in case.
And there it is.
Half-written document dated 2/21 can only be submitted to the chief of police. Interesting.
Wait, isn't 221 that's written on the
Yep.
upside down note?
Yep.
So wait, he was gonna put it in the last item report for an item he was taking out?
Yep.
My question is why though?
Probably because he lost it.
I'm probably gonna regret this. Okay.
Surprised?
Yeah, no,
Wait,
there
try
we
and
go.
ask him about-
Permission enter.
Oh.
Anyway, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Well, I never thought the day would come when Rhino asked for me for help. I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room.
That fucking condescending smile again. No.
Now, righto. Actually, I'm sorry, I don't need to investigate after all. Righto, please, do I look like a selfish man? Huh? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50, no problem.
You know he's about to go into some bullshit.
So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out!
What the fuck?
It just goes to show, you never know until you ask.
What?
And for you here, you could borrow this. Hey, this is a detective's ID card, isn't it? That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it.
Alright.
You just run along now and do your best now. Later, folks.
That seems
What?
sus as fuck.
What the fuck just happened?
I got a new card for my collection.
That whole interaction just screamed, "Oh, I'm going to throw you under the fucking bus later."
That looks pretty cool on my lapel, does it? Just think, a real ID. You
Lapel.
seem happy. Yes, sir, because, sir, we get to go to the evidence room now, sir. Don't you start that shit now.
But why, sir?
I swear on... I hate you sometimes. God damn it!
Is this evidence room? Oh damn! It did fall.
Okay, now there we go. The fuck? Wait, the card reader's turned off. Howdy, partners. Well, well, what's made my Bambina's skies so gray? Officer Marshall, why does... What's that? Why does it have to be him look for? As you may surmise, this here's my saloon.
Oh, so that's why there's all this alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
What the did you... I'm not going to ask because I know you're going to say something that's going to make me angry.
Damn.
We're here to investigate the crime scene. Yeah, that card you got there on your chest. That better be, and that's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts. Yeehaw.
Yo.
Well, what are you standing there for? Get along, though, dogs. The crime scene's awaiting.
He seems actually pretty happy about this.
Oh, right here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions. Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you hombres. You're busy then? Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you.
Don't you have to give him the steak?
That sound, though. But yeah, we have to give him the steak. That smell. Oh, reminds me of Texas. So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas? No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby?
Stupid motherfucker.
Yeah, Miss Starr. What's this? What's wrong? A filet steak lunch. I see. I see. What? All right, Batman, you win. Ask.
God damn.
Oh, God damn. Don't let the judge find out about this one.
Yeah. You know the food gotta be good. If you just say fuck it.
Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right? You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful to do it. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us, oh, that poor little dog? Poor guy, I keep getting his name wrong. He called him Meekly. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. But since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, I might not look it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know?
I can't blame him.
So what were you doing at 5:15 when the murder took place? Well, I reckon I was gobbling down the highway on the back of my steed Zippy. He was riding on the highway on a horse named Zippy. There's no need for people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place. You mean the security camera system? I don't take to the machines much. Kind of like that stewed broccoli they sneak into next to your steak, you know? Miss Starr told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago. It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of a crime. That's all gone now, like a drinking hole in a prairie fire. You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Starr, aren't you? That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it. What kind of case was it anyway? Heard the names so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened. There are some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, the case is officially dead as of 2 days ago.
Statute of limitations.
Mm-hmm. 2 days ago is the day of our case. That's right, the evidence transfers. I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do. Only 2, but it's gonna be like it doesn't. Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with mistakes.
Understandable.
This motherfucker crazy. That sounds delicious.
Cauliflower? Hell no.
Fine, more for me. You tasteless prude.
I say nothing.
What, you don't like vegetables?
That depends on the kind. I like some vegetables more raw, while other ones cooked.
Doesn't matter either way. You can't go wrong with broccoli or cauliflower.
I'll eat broccoli.
The easiest ones to understand are those here security cameras. Those ones that Meekins mentioned. If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours. And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they the ones for those two? I reckon they might be. One more thing. When you go into an evidence room, you need an ID card. The card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through. Haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet. I saw a number on the register just now. I've seen that number before. Sorry, but could you explain this whole transferal thing? We've kept only evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years. So we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see? So this happens to the evidence after 2 years. It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault in the county sheriff's department. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February. Transferal's like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after the case is solved, it's closed, forever, dead. Never to be reopened again, never to be reinvestigated. This is the victim's ID card. Ah, that one. That's the one that was on the ground in the parking lot. Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record again. Yep, gonna need that.
Wait, then who?
Right before the stabbing. Holy shit, that is,
Who came in right after?
And our client is responsible, or being, tried as responsible for the stabbing at the, at the prosecutor's parking lot. Oh shit, we might be able to get her off with this! What's more, there's only one of them cards in the whole, the world. I guess I can give you this your ID record. Well, you're fucking useless. Alright, so on the 21st of February, we had 7 sevens enter at 420. Some 8730579 enter at 440. one person enter at 4:50. Our victim at 5:14. And the person from 4:50 entered at the same time. Interesting. Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue.
Did you just slap Gumshoe?
I think so. Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. So it's true, what I heard. Dude. Heck, if anyone else... Yeah, it's true. So Chief Polly Scant will loan anyone $50? Even me?
Oh my god.
Oh, so that's what you were talking about. Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today. Just for today? Boss for a day. But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're the boss for a day. First of all, you have to... Oh, you want to have this. Evidence room 4 plans.
Excuse me?
Okay. Hey, Gumshoe. You want to look at this for a second? CID card record, people who came here the day before the stabbing. I heard the rumors. So it was Goodman who came here at the time. Wow! That second number. It's not your ID number, is it, Gumshoe? Mr. Edgeworth! What? Second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth.
Hey, yo. Maybe Measure is the murderer.
He was the one who came in at 4:40. Interesting.
Oh, never mind. Then what was he down here to get?
This is my crowning achievement. My masterpiece, you might say. But art is always misunderstood, pal. Art? He was dancing proudly on the day of the awards ceremony. But there were a lot of people coming and going after the ceremony, so they took the blue badge away for a while. Oh, they said it was shameful or something like that. Shameful? I toiled night and day. So, Detective Gumshoe, you're the boss for the day? That's right, it's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department. But if you're the boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings? They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial. In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation. I'm adamant, though. I'm gonna take control and put this case to rest. In my own evidence locker, pal. You have a locker in here too, Detective? Yeah, of course! I'm a detective after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open. I always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens. So, Ms. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee right now. They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today. I guess this is what you call fate. Ms. Edgeworth can't just get away from that case. The SL9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. This place is more high-tech than you think. Every lock is fixed so that only one detective can open it. Using their ID card? Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Why, I'm on my 3rd card since entering the force already. That sounds like a lot. Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand. You mean your fingerprint? Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coded with a fingerprint. So the only locker we can open is our own. The latest model. There's a trick to the handle, see? On the other side of the handle is a sensor. If the wrong person touches it, you get a shock? If that's what happened, my hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. Like a shirt, because there must be evidence. Are you... There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That's... I bet everyone that lock... I bet that evidence locker was open recently. You know, if you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence? Sounds like the detective leaves evidence hanging out a lot too. Doesn't tuck in his shirt under that trench coat either. If you're gonna talk about someone behind their back, do it right. Don't do it right in front of them, pal. Handcuffs. Maybe the guy they call was some sort of escape artist. No, that's one of the human profiles for range testing. He's been shot square in the forehead. Yeah, better than. Oh, I remember these. Ah, that's my personal pole. I never did get around to using it. See, that's a... Wait, pal, that's the metal detector. The one that led to the assault in the case on Gold Lake, remember? And I don't think I've seen this one before. Oh, that's a bug sweeper. I'm sure it'll come in handy solving a case sooner or later. You can't judge a person or a machine by their cover. You gotta look at their heart. It's a machine. Did this man close the door on this? So the one, but that's definitely a handprint here. If there are other bloodstains left in the room, then we should... SL911. Some left a glove here, but only one. There you go, pal. Making me out to be some kind of absent-minded detective. That's evidence from the case, you know? You mean SL9? Because the dawn of time, True Auto has always been a war against oppression. Well, you might say this is my studio. Oh, God. One's open. It's got a red indicator light on it. That locker is coated with Detective Goodman's fingerprint. Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that? Well, it'll be hard to get open again if we close it. Damn it. Someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces. There you go, pal, making me off to be some kind of hooligan. That's apparently from the case. He spent 3 hours on trying to... Well, shit. Okay, that's how you're supposed to do this. There we go. There's a big chunk missing. Yeah, I got that fight too in 2 minutes myself. The problem is finishing it. Still, it doesn't look like the most stable kind of jaw. What kind? I can't understand how it got broken. You know, it's just fix around here. This is someone's right handprint. Wait, what? What's the matter, detective? This locker is mine! Please, you have to help me when they come to take me away. Promise you'll testify that I won't harm a fly. You'll do it for me, won't you, pals? I'm counting on you guys, believe me. You can't trust the police. Ooh, boy! Gumshoe, I think I know why you've been kept off this case. Hello? That's a lot. Not professional. What's your opinion, detective? Huh. Pale blue blood. Maybe Detective Goodman? Was actually an alien. This proves that something really happened in front of this locker. I'll make a note in the floor plans. Hey, if you don't want any of my opinion, you shouldn't have asked. Why am I getting a reaction here? There's no reason for the murderer to touch this spot if he fled out the door. Hey, that's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal. What, this? It's called luminol testing fluid. Where'd you get your hands on that? Uh-huh. I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow $50 from the chief. Where did you get this in? I was buy it by mail order. Okay, I'm convinced that there's nothing else here. Maybe there's some dark stains here. Looks like blood. Do you think Detective Goodman's blood somehow got on this when he was stabbed? Well, it looks like it's been there for months, maybe longer. Texas SL911, this is another piece from that case. Do you know how many other orders are in the bag? Okay. Nope, not wasting my time with this. Strange. ID 59. Hold up, why was it getting scratched out? Yeah, I didn't think he'd know anything about that one. Okay, you're not going to be useful at all here. Doesn't have a bottom. That's I wonder which side is up. The purpose of a bottom is sure. Wait a minute. Can't open socks if things don't match. You can't open it. If you can open it, they'll give you 50 cents. Lark's faith in its lock system. At the same time, he was found dead over. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Okay, you can't check that panel there. Yeah, no, I did not think so. So, what the heck do I do next?
I have no clue. I'm not well versed in these games.
But it was most surprising everyone because that was his first big case 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was made to be feared. Why would evidence from that case turn now? It's not over. Maybe there are some loose ends left in that case. Okay, we have progress. Now that was a bloody violent case. Violent? So it's a murder case? Serial killing. But the killer made a mistake, and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him. That put Mr. Edgeworth right on the spotlight, and started the rumor mill. It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transferal the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is. Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see? Oh, so the switchblade knife. The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself. Hey, pal, look at the time. Was there something you needed to be going to? It's just that Mr. Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be letting out soon. I'm going to give him my report for the day. It might help, you know? Report, you mean written on the back of that flyer? The one that says nothing but no problems? Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure he can use a report like this. I believe in him. I'm off, pal. Later. Damn it. February 23rd, High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. What the fuck are you doing here? Guess. My apologies. Have we met somewhere? What? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long. Is Edgeworth here? There, standing by the window, a teacup and a... Right? Has the hotel bring him tea, sir? What? The hotel's like halfway across. What? You're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry? I am. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Ah, yes, he brought me the latest information, it seems. Really? Was it helpful? Apparently, a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow. The real info is on the other side, Edgeworth. This whole thing is taking a toll. Inquiry committee. So, how did the inquiry committee go? Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation. Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time, again. I've heard them say so many times, ever since that case 2 years ago. Well, I'm still presiding prosecutor attorney. However, something happened. They gave control of the investigation over to the police department. Any further investigation for this case? We directed by Chief of Police Gant. Interesting. I can do nothing but wait for his results. Why, I ask you, why? As long as I've done only what I believe is right, I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still. Well, I'm not going to be that much of an a-hole. The prosecutor on this case, you don't expect me to sit here and discuss. Alright, I better check this out now. As I was saying, what's this? A record of ID card usage? Edward, you went to the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true. But why? Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less. Chief of Police. He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed. The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. Current case was? I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. Screwdriver from AI-16. Evidence from past case of Edgeworth brought back to his office by Gant's request. Okay, well, what else might intrigue him? Well, I do believe that's like everything. Okay then. Hello.
I was right.
Flow must be from unlocked. I wonder. Actually, I have yet to check this directly. Okay, I can do this anywhere, even locales that shouldn't have anything to do with luminol testing. Interesting. That changes a few things.
Like what?
Well, for starters, remember that hand print we saw on the badger before that was concerning? Okay, never mind. It passes the smell test. Damn it. What else are we talking about? The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was a deputy chief of police at the time, Damon Gant. He was a top officer, and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous. In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We're dealing with a vicious murder. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We want our guilty verdict and the killer was executed. But you didn't? Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code and I follow it faithfully. And by the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something. If you were still studying forensic science... Luminol testing fluid. Well then, you might have use for this. Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints. It's been chemically treated for better adhesion. I have to say in today's investigation, do as you will. No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and the fingerprint and files for everyone involved. Wow! This opens some doors.
Yeah, I can make a pun, but I'm not going to.
Good man.
Well, yeah, I do wish to live next session.
Alright, let's do this. X button. Yeah, the DS had a feature where you could blow on the screen for things. A lot of games tried doing some mechanics that worked with it, but it never really took off. Nothing like a fingerprint. No, did you mention it? Fingerprints wrong. The person who left this hand must have worn gloves.
Like right by the thumb.
Alright, so how do we, First of all, I don't have anything to do with our case, so the fingerprints should... Well, it should be gumshoes.
It looks like it.
So we came with nothing this time. Okay.
Wait, where?
The area with the blood was wiped away, right? Any person in that area will have been wiped away too. Mother! We say the probability of our hypothesis is high. And we must try to find a person that weren't wiped away.
So on the one near the bottom right. Oh. See, the more I see wipe powder, the more I want to joke about my Fallout character.
Or, you know, since he suddenly became so popular out of nowhere, that character from '88, Snowflame.
Or if you're watching Metalocalypse, Dr. Roxo, the Rock World.
This Roxo. To mess with a friend, I once made a character in World of Warcraft called actually, hold up, let me there we go. See, I once made a character in World of Warcraft to mess with a friend called Dr. Roxo, but it was using like a special D with dots on the two sides of the straight line of the capital version of the letter. And he would, because my friend had a bunch of doctors on his roster doing that trick. Well, I made this with a mage. Just with him. I was Dr. Roxo, the hot and cold mage, and I did crack arcane.
Nice.
I think we got a match here with Jake Marshall. Alright, we got Officer Marshall. So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a white blood stain. Cool! Guess this is what you'd call decisive evidence. Hey, it should get our client off the hook. So what do you think, Mr. Wright? I think the prosecution is as confused as we are. After all, the victim was murdered in two different places at the same time. And a different suspect was arrested at each of the crime scenes. Good morning, Mr. Wright. I apologize for yesterday. I was indisposed. I hope they didn't hold you too long for questioning. We just finished, actually. I'm used to all-nighters, though. So how'd it go? It says Mr. Wright suspects the police are clueless. I figured as much, so I struck a plea bargain. Plea bargain? What do you mean by that? We agreed that if I told them the truth behind this simultaneous murder, they would seek they wouldn't seek capital punishment. That's what I mean. Tell me, much to my regret, I'm as much in the dark about this as they are. We found trace evidence of a certain person in the police department's evidence room. They belong to Officer Jake Marshall. What kind of trace evidence? Bloodstained fingerprints, to be exact. That's the trump card I have up my sleeve today. You don't understand what this means. Oh, you do understand what this means, don't you? In order to defend my sister, you're going to accuse Mr. Marshall. We have to play the cards we're dealt. Isn't that right, Miss Skye? Do what you have to do, Mr. Wright. Here we go! A court down session for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is... Who? I'm afraid you have to clarify. Takes 30 minutes by car to reach the police department from the prosecutor's office. Yet the victim, Bruce Goodman, was slain at both places at the same time. But that's physically not possible, right? Once more, I heard the victim from the evidence room just up and vanish. Like a ghost of Christmas past. Yes, and the bloody body eventually reappeared in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. One of my duties as prosecutor is to present impartial evidence. Excuse me. Today I'll present evidence relating to the murder at the police department. In so doing, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself. Now that sets Mr. Edgeworth apart. He sounds so on top of things, even though he doesn't know what's going on himself. And that's supposed to be an admirable trait? Oh, very well. Let the trial resume. On the day of the crime, what exactly transpired in the police department? Mr. Edgeworth, you may call your first witness of the day to the stand. For this first witness, the prosecution calls the suspect of the murder that occurred at the police department. The suspect? You mean so-called murderer? Oh boy, things are getting wild from the get-go.
Oh god, we're gonna get the annoying kid.
He is not the most annoying part of this. I can promise you that. Will the witness please say his name and occupation? Yes, sir, I'm Officer Mike Meekin, sir. My occupation is, that would be murderer, sir. So that was your professional killer? Sir, it was me, sir. I'm the one who did it. I'll never kill anyone again, sir. You've got to believe me, sir. Actually, what we'd like to hear from you is... Sir, I'm what you'd call part of the younger generation, sir. The person whose actions adults can't possibly comprehend. Trust me, there is way more than that this motherfucker cannot comprehend.
Oh no, the judge is picking up his euphemisms.
Oh, please, Miss Edgeworth, sir, help me, sir. Officer Meekins. Yes, sir. Give us your report of the crime. Consider that an order. Yes, sir, as you wish. After all, I'm part of a generation that must be told what to do, sir. I hate this man. You can't fault him for lack of enthusiasm. Although it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day. I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. I fought for my life, then I did it! After that, I passed out until another officer smacked me awake. So, the victim, Detective Goodman, attacked you? Do unto others before they do unto you! That's the Meekins family motto, sir. I see. Then you fainted and a colleague helped you regain consciousness. Yes, sir. He knocked me upside the head, sir. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Although it's not my normal duty, I assign a guard duty. Okay. Mr. Beacons, you work in the General Affairs Department, do you not? Yes, sir! I'm in charge of hiring new recruits, sir! Excellent, there's a scary thought. Evidence transfer was taking place on the day of the crime, which meant many officers were given special tasks not ordinarily performed. I was in charge of guarding the Blue Badger, sir! The Blue what now? Yes, sir! The lovely police mascot created by the Chief of Detectives, sir! I was to ensure it wasn't broken during the transfer process. That was my sole mission for the day, sir. I see. Sounds like a very important mission. After the award ceremony finished that day, there were so many people running around. Then I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. Oh, so that's why you went to the evidence room. Tell us, what did you see when you got there? Spotted a suspicious man on the security camera and rushed into the room. In order to enter the evidence room, you need an ID card, am I correct? Precisely, sir. I have one right here around my neck. So then your ID number should be listed on here, right? There it is! I found it! It's the one right there. Could you please read us the number? Yes, sir. It's 4989596. That's my number, sir. I see. Huh, but the number... It shows me used twice. Please explain, witness. It's no real mystery, sir. The first time was when I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. And the second time was when I went to get him after everything settled down. See, so it was during that second time when... Yes, sir, that was when I spotted the man on the security screen. Alright, let's take another look at that again. I was only doing what I was trying to do, and suddenly attacked. So you were attacked. Can you please tell us exactly what happened to you? It was a knife, sir! A knife! Detective... Detective Goodman put a knife on you? What happened then? Well, with me charging in on him like that, he looked as surprised as I was. Oh, okay. That's when I reacted, sir. I swung my arms like an octopus, struggling to detain him. That's how I got this gash on my hand. Maybe you just kept your cool, your hand wouldn't be... When I saw the blood trickling down my arm, I panicked. I grabbed the man by his collar! I fought for my life! Then I did it! I did it? Oh, that joke is always hilarious. Anyway, what exactly do you mean when you say did it? I don't know. I mean, I know I don't look the type, but I'm really into kung fu films, sir. The man let his guard down for just an instant, so I snatched his knife from him. He took his knife. I spun around and performed a disarming maneuver. I made sure to close my eyes like a man. I see. He must have been desperate. The next thing I knew, his white coat was drenched in a sea of my blood, and then the next thing I knew... Yes? He punched me right in my face, sir! After that, I passed out until another officer smacked me awake. But what time did you regain consciousness? No offense, sir, but how am I supposed to know that? I was unconscious. Oh, right. According to the report from the officer that woke up the witness. It was about 5:30. He hit me right in the head, too. I woke up crying tears of pain.
Well, that's nice. I mean, that's nice that you recovered, that is.
When I came around, though, I made sure to finish my mission, sir.
Your mission?
Yes, sir, the Blue Badger, sir. I returned to the entrance before things got out of hand.
I believe we have a fairly accurate picture of what happened.
Yes, Your Honor, only one thing remains unclear. Was the man this officer murdered really the victim?
Yes, Officer Meekers.
With regards to that, sir, take a look at this. It was sent to my jail cell. Chief Gant delivered it to me just this morning, sir. The chief delivered it?
What is it? Oh, VHS tape. I haven't seen one of these in a while.
Yes, sir, that's absolutely
Why do you
right,
hit your
sir. A
own hand?
videotape, sir. What?
Why does he keep hitting his own hand?
I don't know. It contains footage from the
actually
security
hitting the button.
camera in the evidence room. What? But I specifically asked if there was any such tape and was told it had been mistakenly erased.
Well, that's quite a mistake.
I just do what I'm told, sir. It's the only thing I'm really good at. Looks like communication with the police department is as good as ever.
Well, let's have a look. Show us a video of you murdering the victim.
Oh, please stop using that word murder, sir. It scares me.
It was with the handprint on his face.
I don't know.
Okay, the glove fell out.
Okay.
Well, I believe we're all thinking the same thing. How can we deal with these unsettling feelings stirred within us?
What the hell was that wriggling piece of plywood? Sir, that is the pride and joy of the entire Criminal Affairs Department, sir. It's the Blue Badger, sir. Well, I'm not surprised it's going... This isn't going smoothly.
Yes, well, anyway, this tape seems to prove the witness did indeed encounter someone in the evidence room and some sort of activity did take place.
Your Honor, instead of relying on clearly incomplete footage, the witness's testimony will suffice. Is that alright with you, Officer Meekins? Yes, sir, as you wish, sir. His face can't be clearly seen in the video, but there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman. I mean, he opened the locker, which required Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. So it has to be him. No one else could have unlocked it.
But didn't we see a glove fall off? But someone would be faking his fingerprint.
Yes, we did. There was more that we saw, but we'll get to that.
What's this about a fingerprint?
Each detective has been given a locker equipped with a fingerprint activation lock. These locks ensure that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to.
Intriguing. That would mean the victim at the crime scene would have to be Detective Goodman. Very well, defense may begin its cross-examination.
I hate this part so much. Regarding the video contained on this tape, there's one thing in particular that seems rather strange.
Strange?
This contradiction leads to the possibility that the man may not have been Detective Goodman.
What? This video contains such a contradiction?
Interesting. Your Honor, I have a proposal.
Yes, Miss Edgeworth.
I propose we have the defense point out to us this alleged contradiction in the video.
Very well, proposal accepted. Let us further inspect this piece of evidence. I'll now play the security tape. Mr. Wright, please show us which contradictions you speak of. Now hold on. Watch this. You youngsters don't know nothing about this. This is how you operate a VHS tape. I actually know how to do this one.
Please don't play it too many times. I can't stand watching this video. You and me both.
Wait, the light on the locker's already turned on.
Yep. The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this. Officer Meekins. Sir, do you mean me, sir? As I understand, the locker apparatus works like this. When you grab a handle, a sensor reads your fingerprint. If it's a match, the light turns on and the lock is released. According to my very limited experience, that's the way I understand it, sir. If so, then something is seriously wrong with this picture.
God, that fucking cutout.
God, I fucking hate this thing.
When the victim reaches for the handle to open the locker, let's rewind to a little earlier. Here, notice the light?
It's already lit!
Precisely my point, Your Honor. The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle. You know what? I'm not even gonna try to voice over that sound effect.
Order! What's the meaning of this?
It's very simple, Your Honor. The lock wasn't locked on the day of the crime. But the locker locks are controlled by an electronic system. When a door is shut, a sensor is triggered, and the locker is automatically locked.
Oh, I know! You must have broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this.
That's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor would detect and report any malfunction.
Oh, well, it just goes to show novices should keep their mouths shut. Hold it, Miss Wright. Do you have an explanation? You an expert in this?
Me, Your Honor? Yes, why didn't the...
Why didn't the locker locked?
Me, Your Honor? Yeah, well, you see, this isn't exactly my field. What do you think of a scientific investigator? Huh? Oh, maybe something like jam the system sensor? Jam the sensor? There's something else that seems out of place. I thought so too. There's gotta be some other clues somewhere in the footage.
I think that explains the glove.
Very well. Inspect the video once more. The locker...
Asshole. Okay. Shit.
Does it now make you lose points for missing it?
Yeah. Yeah, no. Thank you. Okay, so...
There's no way to pause it?
B button. Okay. I can work with that. Please watch closely. This is the contradiction the continuation of the part I showed you earlier. Three hours, 47 minutes, 59 seconds. That is how long it took me to go through this videotape the first time. Getting all of these contradictions figured out. I loathe this video. What's this? Something white fell out of...
Something white fell out of the locker.
But sir, it's been my experience that things fall out when doors are opened. I often fall out and roll great distances when... Objection! We can't be sure what item is and was completely inside the locker to begin with.
What do you mean by that?
The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door?
Inserted?
This white thing wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor. Oh, I understand now, sir. It's just like my tie. 2 out of 3 times it gets stuck in the door when I get out of my patrol vehicle, sir. Instead of the door closing, my tie chokes me and...
But the opening would have to be extremely thin to fit in the door.
Not only that, it would also have to block electrical currents. It would need to be an insulator.
Yes, an insulator. But at the crime scene...
There just might have been something that fits the description. But sir, an insulator, you don't mean... I think I got this figured out. Very well, the defense will present the relevant evidence.
What was the insulator that was stuck in the door?
I found this near the locker, a thin rubber glove.
But we can't be sure that was the victim's locker.
It has a tag that says SL9 incident. The video seems to depict the victim opening the locker. But that isn't the case. The lamp attests to this. On the day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. Is that not so, Officer Meekins? Sir! It would appear so, sir!
You're really getting choked up about this case.
Order! Wait, what was that?
You're getting really choked up about this case.
Shut up.
So we believed in that the victim, whom the witness stabbed in the evidence room, was not Detective Goodman?
Do not be misled, Your Honor.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
The defense has merely demonstrated the possibility and nothing more. The victim in this video was indeed Bruce Goodman. The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this. But what? Officer Meekins, please testify about this. Sir! Me, sir? I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. Oh, you mean that, sir? Of course, sir.
Very well, you may begin your testimony.
There's one other thing that proves the man was Detective Goodman, sir. To enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card. When an ID card is used, there's record of it. At the time of the crime, the detective had used this card.
An ID card record, I'll see.
I have the ID card record right here, Your Honor.
The ID used at 514 was that of the victim. Just for the crime, yes, without doubt, this is the victim's ID. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases should have been due for transfer. But why were so few people using this room?
This particular evidence room was only being used for storing certain special cases. Special cases? Extremely violent cases involving police staff. There were only a few cases up for transfer, though, and most were cleaned up by noon.
Right, I see. Now let's move on to the cross-examination.
There's one other thing that proves the man was Detective Goodman, sir. Oh, wait, we already went through this shit. Something like your early testimony, you believe this rock solid, do you? Yes, sir, solid as stone, sir. If my hand wasn't wrapped in bandages, I'd even give it the V for victory sign, sir. Couldn't he just use his right hand for that?
Well, let's hear him out fully. As I've seen, no one knows what Martin say until the very last second.
So one must use their ID card. I keep it here so I won't ever forget it. What if someone were to steal from you, keeping it out in the open like that? Maybe I shouldn't wear it around my neck. Remember when I said 2 out of 3 times my tie gets stuck when I get out my door? Well, the remaining time, it's my ID that got stuck. Instead of the door closing, it's... Maybe I should just leave this one up. At any rate, each police officer only has one ID card. Both the police department and the prosecutor's office we can attest to this. Please proceed with your testimony. When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. Let it be noted that this is the record the witness is referring to. Oh yes, I'll be Detective Goodman. What's the matter?
According to this, Miss Edgeworth, your name is on here.
So it is, Your Honor. Is that me? Oh my God.
It would seem the inquiry committee will want to speak with you again today.
I have nothing to be ashamed of regarding my actions or their consequences. For now, let us continue with the cross-examination. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his card. When you asked the man to show his ID card, he pulled a knife on you. Yes, sir, he didn't show me any ID card, sir. I think that's odd. I mean, if he had his ID card, all I had to do was show it to you. There wouldn't be any reason to draw a knife. Maybe he just panicked. This ID card just is far too obvious.
Did we press on all the words yet?
I did. Damn. Well, that is a pain in my butt. I was hoping to hit him on the fact that... okay.
Wait. Present his ID card? I mean, you have it, wasn't it lost in the parking lot?
Right, at the time of the crime, but... Yeah, no, because at the same time, which is the whole reason we're talking about this today, you're right. You're right. I'm not going to waiting, sir. I have the victim's ID card right here. I found it at the crime scene.
Well, that makes sense.
When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room at the police department, Your Honor. I mean the other crime scene. The underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence to present. It's a very important clue regarding the victim's ID card.
Lost item report. Well, it's only half completed.
But it shows that Detective Goodman had lost something on the day of the crime. Something important enough to fill out this report. Let me guess, you believe this something to be his ID card, right? Well, I can't say for sure, but there's a high probability. On the day of the crime, Detective Goodman was not carrying his card.
Order! Order! So now, what does this all mean?
It can only mean one thing. It doesn't even require much thought. The man Officer Meekins encountered in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman, but rather the man who stole his ID card.
Order! 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 Does the prosecution have a response?
I have only one thing to say to the defense. Bravo, Mr. Wright. But what? Allow me to summarize the defense's argument. At 5:15 p.m. on the day of the crime, the man in the evidence room Officer Meekins encountered was not Detective Goodman. There are two grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victim lost his ID card. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright? Yes. What's he up to? That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at the single conclusion. If the victim in this video is a fake, then the murder in the evidence room is also a fake. In other words, the security camera does not show the instant of the murder. That is... Well, I guess that's right. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Only moments ago, you seemed content to be pointing your finger around. This isn't going to end well. Well, it seems you finally realize exactly what you've gone to such lengths to prove.
Explain yourself, Mr. Edgeworth.
The defense has already done the explaining for me. The victim in this video is a fake, which means the murder did not take place at the police department at 5:15 on the day of the crime. So the real crime could only take place at one location, the underground parking lot. At the prosecutor's office, the murderer being Miss Lana Skye, the defendant. The evidence is compelling. A trustworthy witness observed the moment the defendant used the murder weapon.
So are we switching to another trial then immediately?
Well, the activity in the evidence room still leaves many questions unanswered. Who exactly was the victim Officer Meekins encountered? And where did this person disappear to? However, the trial's purpose is to examine only the murder of Detective Goodman.
Just so, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, you have to do something or else Lana... What I do, I'm supposed to get myself out of this. Well, obviously, I'm going to object. One moment, Your Honor. Well, now, Mr. Wright, don't tell me you're objecting to what you've just proven. Of course not. But I almost walked right into the prosecution's trap. What are you talking about?
What you talking about?
This cross-examination has proven one thing and one thing only. The security video did not show the actual murder.
But it did show someone robbing an evidence locker.
However, it cannot be said that this is unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. Specifically, large amounts of blood traces were found in the evidence room. The defense demands further examination into the truth of the matter.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor?
If this court to examine this further, other witnesses will be necessary. Is the prosecution prepared?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. The prosecution considered the incident at the police department to be unrelated. We have not prepared any other witnesses for this incident. Time to call a certain Texas Ranger to the stand. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, the defense would like to request a specific witness.
Who do you have in mind?
Someone we have reason to believe knows the truth behind the activities that took place in the evidence room. The prosecution requests to hear this person's name before deciding whether or not to comply.
Well, very well then, Mr. Wright. This person you would have testified, what is her name?
Officer Jake Marshall. Why him? He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel we should hear what he has to say. The prosecution agrees to the defense's request. Since he was responsible for guarding the room, we should hear his testimony. Fortunately, he works in the police department. We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare.
Well, very well. The court will take a 30-minute recess while witness is subpoenaed. Will the prosecution please prepare the witness during this time?
We will, Your Honor.
Court is now in recess.
There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright? No. What you talking about? You called for Jake Marshall. It seems you figured everything out. I haven't figured out shit. You're the one who's
Alright, man. I'm probably going to call it here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're getting to a save point anyway.
Not gonna lie, I was getting like half asleep when you were investigating everything.
Yeah, same here, but now I'm catching a second wind.
Same. Pretty sure Iggy fell asleep.
Yeah.
Oh, here. I've just been silent.
You've got a lot of nerve, pal, making a detective run all the way around the city. And on top of it, you called me here. I've seen happier people at funerals. Sorry, detective. You better be, pal. Hey. I didn't see you there, Chief Prosecutor Skye. That's okay. So what did you bring with us? Oh. You mean this, right? My apologies, Detective. Due to my present circumstances, I was forced to use Mr. Wright's name when making my requests. My name? Never in a million years I thought it was you who asked me. Could I bother you to bring me the SL9 incident files? I need them by noon. Talk about crazy. I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought here. Here, you might do well to read them. I can't believe you, the chief prosecutor, were a witness in that case. Files for the Joe Dark killings, solved 2 years ago. Take it from me, you don't want anything to do with serial murders. Oh, what? Now I've brought you this stuff, you're just gonna ignore me? Emma, but why is your name in here? What? My name's there? I don't know, unless... This SL9 is that... That's the classification number the police filed it under. 2 years ago, the rest of the world knew it as Joe Dark Killings. You know what? I just remembered. I gotta be somewhere. Sorry, pal. I'm out of here. Knowing you might just be able to figure it out. Time to get back to the trial. Right, best of luck. Okay. There's that save point I thought was coming. And with that, we will call it. Probably going to have to update the thumbnail for the YouTube version of this later, but it is what it is. It is getting late. For anyone who watches this far, thank you for sticking around. Names of our socials and streaming channels have been cycling beneath the main display. If you've enjoyed, we look forward to you doing the usual internet stuff and seeing you in the future. I've been joined by Letta and Glutton.
I hope you guys have a nice day, and hope you guys have a good...
Take it easy, everybody.
With that, I'm Dreaxzyl with the Game Lounge, and we're going to bed. Y'all have a good night.
Good night.